Do you like the look of homes you see in downtown Charleston but can't afford the price tag that the Charleston Peninsula commands? If so, you're not alone. Luckily, there's a great neighborhood in Summerville that replicates these styles for a fraction of the cost. It's like living in downtown Charleston but with a modern twist. The neighborhood is called White Gables, and it's one of my favorite parts of Summerville. It is so unique, so let's dive right in. So where and what is White Gables? It's located on the western side of Summerville, about a 10-minute drive from downtown. White Gables is also a 40-minute drive to downtown Charleston, assuming you aren't traveling during rush hours. But if you are, you can expect anywhere between an hour to a 75-minute drive time. It's a thoughtfully designed neighborhood that features Charleston and Victorian-style homes with pastel colors, double balconies, and even gas lanterns. The various pastel colors used throughout the neighborhood give off that classic coastal vibe that the Low Country is known for. It was designed to be low maintenance, so most of the lot sizes are around a 1/10 of an acre. This is a perfect spot for those of you who don't like the constant upkeep of large yards, but at the expense of being closer to your neighbors. For some people, this can be a turnoff, but the neighborhood was intentionally designed this way by the developers to ensure that the homes were low maintenance. The neighborhood has tree-lined streets with great walking trails and a lot of green space, making it easy to enjoy the natural elements. There are a lot of fishing ponds around the community that are always stocked, and it's common to see people out enjoying them. So there's a big emphasis on being able to get in the outdoors in this community. Now, development in White Gables started in the early 2000s and was mostly completed by 2010. It's now considered fully established. This means you would be purchasing a resale home and you won't find any new construction homes here. The developers of White Gables were Saucy Burbank and Tresson Homes, both of which are known for creating communities with that southern architectural style while providing modern conveniences, and they nailed it in White Gables. It really feels like you're driving around downtown Charleston if it was built in the 2000s. Most of the homes here are going to be between 1,300 and 2,400 square feet and feature very functional floor plans. Many homes have stainless steel appliances, granite countertops, crown molding, and hardwood flooring in the foyer, but to be honest, people choose to buy in this neighborhood because of the exterior aesthetics in the community, not necessarily the interior of the home, which can always be changed. There are a variety of home styles in this community, so it doesn't feel like your average cookie-cutter suburban neighborhood, I promise you. This is a huge plus because the homes here are affordable, similar to other neighborhoods like those in Cane Bay or Nexton. Another benefit of White Gables over Nexton and Cane Bay is that it's a smaller community. Heck, some subsections within Cane Bay alone have more homes than White Gables because of the sheer amount of development happening out there. If you value a smaller community, then I would highly recommend White Gables over those other master plan communities. Now that we know where and what White Gables is, let's talk about the amenities here. First is the clubhouse, and this is where most of the community events are held. Some of the more popular events are the community-wide yard sale and the annual Luminaria event. The yard sale is pretty self-explanatory, but the event is a tradition where the community lights a ton of candles during the holiday season. It's pretty neat. They also host a variety of holiday parties and cookouts. For recreational amenities, there's a large swimming pool, 2 tennis courts, a half basketball court, and so much more. There are multiple playgrounds scattered throughout the neighborhood that make it easy to get some energy out of the kids. I've already mentioned that there's a lot of fishing ponds and walking trails around the neighborhood as well, so for a smaller neighborhood in Summerville, it has a lot of great amenities. There is an HOA, but the good news is it's very affordable at $650 a year. The HOA does a great job of maintaining landscape in the common areas, and in my opinion, it's totally worth it. And as always, the HOA helps ensure that your property values don't decline because they prevent your neighborhood from having like a small junkyard next door. I do need to point out though that in 2024, the HOA levied a special assessment for the first time. All homeowners had to pay an additional $1,000 because of non-payment from other owners, which is pretty pathetic in my opinion. It even made the local news. This special assessment was a one-time event, so if you're looking for a home in White Gables, it's unlikely you're going to be faced with something similar in the near future. Let's talk about taxes and the school district. White Gables is located within Summerville city limits in Dorchester County. This means that you're governed by the town of Summerville and subject to local town ordinances. Things like cutting down a tree or putting a sign will require you to have a town permit. This is unlike Nexton or Cane Bay, which is part of unincorporated Summerville. Summerville has some strict ordinances because they want to maintain its historic character and keep the city a nice place to live. Dorchester County has higher taxes than Berkeley or Charleston County, and you have to pay both municipal and county taxes if you purchase a home here. For schools, White Gables is in the Dorchester District 2 school district, which is consistently ranked as one of the top performing school districts in the entire state of South Carolina. The schools in DD2 are Knightsville Elementary, DuBois Middle School, and Summerville High School. So if you have kids or plan to, this could be a great spot to look. So let's talk about the meat of this video, which is real estate prices. I look back at our MLS data at closed sales in the past year to give you the most accurate sales data possible. In 2024, the home prices started around $295,000 for smaller homes, think just under 1,300 square feet, with the most expensive being $465,000, which was nearly 2,500 square feet. There are some larger options at closer to 3,800 square feet that sold for almost $900,000, but that's definitely an outlier. And that's why Gables in Summerville. If you're the type of person who values an aesthetically pleasing neighborhood with great homes that are low maintenance, this could be the perfect spot. If you're the type of individual with a family who enjoys walking around the neighborhood with your kids or your dog, then this might be the best neighborhood in all of Charleston for you. As always, I want to earn your business and be your resource for real estate here in Charleston. My contact information is always in the video description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.